Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 59.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind? And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gilmore. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Gilmore. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Mixon. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's it.
The Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second down, Mixon, and a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Run for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gilmore to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
10-7 our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Gilmore.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up at 3. Brings up second.
Here's the option.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Gilmore. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down at the
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
brings up 2nd and goal.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it.
because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Now they run with Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson being chased out left. And he'll let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off of play action, it's Watson on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 23-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
Harrison Butker on.
You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats sits at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Dancing to his left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Darren Waller, 35 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. From the gun, Gilmore. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second and looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you get.
Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Patriots.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are in the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now. Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same set, and see if they can.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score, Patriots 45, Buccaneers 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back in.